Our idea is to show that change is possible, which is why we are more interested to look into the best practices and less of repeating what's wrong. We are here today to see what has worked elsewhere and to find this as a source of encouragement for us.
6 months ago, when they came to us with the initial idea, we thought this is a fantastic idea. It fits well with what we as an embassy want, but will actually people care? And I'm really pleased to see today, with a full room, that people do care, people are interested in this.
Please support us, and this is not just our country's issue, this is a regional issue. We will also speak to my regional colleagues. We will try and create a working group to solve our regional issues, because nature does not have borders. The water will flow out of one country into the other. The air will blow from one to the other. It's a transboundary issue.
There has to be a concrete and concise policy-making process and implementation above all, which includes very much the civil society organizations, the workers and the trade unions, as well as the academia. So in order to do that, join now. Take action locally. Talk to your mayors, talk to your representatives, political one, talk to the NGOs and like-minded people or different-minded people. We need all perspectives from all stakeholders.
From my experience, going to conferences such as this one and engaging with a wide group of people is crucial to this exchange of ideas and to push forward the environmental agenda, both on the legislative front and also the pathway of litigation.
If you want to achieve or facilitate or start a really truly deep change in a society, no matter how small it is, it's a very small island I'm talking about here, but you actually have to directly work with that community. Because very often with environmental issues, it's too far away from us. It's our lives at stakes, but actually it's somewhere else, right? So there is always this point that we touched with the morning presentations. It's actually, why am I a stakeholder of this? Why should I invest my time, resources of any kind, money sometimes even, to actually invest them into that issue, as opposed to, having drinks, coffee and going out with my friends.
The most important one is to always act locally. So you have to convince local community to act to get any results. And also you have to speak in the manner that makes sense to them and that they will understand. Very important thing is to awake love for the environment from the nature that surrounds them.
So the current project that we are working on is a project with high school students and promoting the idea of green careers as future employment options, showing them that environment protection is a matter of any sector and that they can have prosperous careers in this. It is extremely important to understand the context of the environment in which you are working, to understand the individual student and how to approach them, because not everybody has the same approach or same level of understanding. So it is very important to take each project individually, analyze it, and then form a solution according to that.
I think the most important lessons start with you can't help anyone unless you respect them, and unless you talk with them, and unless you spend enough time and show enough humility to actually understand what they need. I think start early and focus on education. We've been through this for so many years that we now know legislation and policies are very important, but unless the culture of people changes, their minds, their beliefs, values, their behavior, unless they don't change their perception about what should be done for the nature, for the environment, nothing changes, because we are humans and we always will find a way to go around certain law.
It's very important to take into consideration the local context where you work, the historical and also the social implications of your work, namely because many coal regions in Bulgaria are economically dependent on a single industry, and this is a very polluting industry. This puts people in a very bad situation because they have to choose between having a job and breathing clean air, between having hot water in their home and breathing clean air. And today, given the possibilities, not only technological but systemic, that provide for transformation of this model, it's very cynical to still keep people locked in a situation like this. we need to be very well connected, and what we need to work on very much is still the sustainability and the health of our democratic societies, because nothing can happen if we're not free to explore, research, name the facts, namely the health impacts of certain polluting industries, and see what the possibilities are to change that.